What a day it's been. Monday. I opened my eyes, beating myself over not having figured Google documents and calendars and sheets and forms, etc. Because that's how my children are learning now. And I've been trying to figure it out since Friday. And this is just a big challenge for me. Consequently, wasn't able to upload my little ones' homework, getting them ready to be on time for logins. My daughter had network issues because now everyone has different gadgets and different connections, and so just figuring that out. Breakfast, one wants to eat this, someone wants to eat that. Finally got into work, assuming that the kids are settled down, and my daughter had to join some other classroom, so I excused myself from my session and ran back and came back into my session. And then after some time, my son came saying he needed my phone because he had to click a picture and upload the picture of what he had done for his teacher to see. And oh my god, this is just this was just literally the first 4 hours of my day, and I have struggled with trying to transfer videos and receive videos and edit work and write articles in the middle of trying to be useful and professional with my work. I thought that it's important for me to share this. It's because that we're all sailing in the same boat. And the reason that is because this is all very new for us. Our brain likes templates, it likes familiarity, it likes being lazy so that we can do the same things over and over again. It likes routine, and I think it's great for a sense of just semblance and organization. But at the same time, what is required of us right now is being willing to go wrong, being willing to learn new things. Everything is new. I mean, the way I'm trying to connect with my patients, the way I'm trying to get my children educated, the way we're submitting homework, the way I'm ordering food, the way I'm receiving food when it's coming in the house, fruit and vegetable, the kind of washing that happens and the kind of sanitization that happens. What is not new? Not meeting friends, for so many days is new. So all of this together is bound to overwhelm us. All we need to do right now, according to me in my experience, allow ourselves mistakes, allow ourselves time to get used to this, and know when we've had enough. For example, right now for me, I think it's 4:30. This is new, I'm not even wearing a watch. 4:30, and I had like about half an hour before I get into my next session, and I recognized that I just needed a quick break. And so I selfishly withdrew myself from everything that was going on, where I might have been required maybe back there in the kitchen. I could have done 2 more extra things in the house and organized things and, maybe looked into the menu for the night, but I just needed to breathe. And want you to remember that when you feel that you're getting overwhelmed, do something that relaxes you. Now, we have a very skewed sense of breaks and relaxation. Very often we think that the only way that we will relax is a nice long nap, lying down on the couch and watching TV for a couple of hours. And if that's what works with you, then so be it. It's much needed at the moment, so please go ahead and do it. There is no wrong and right. But if there are some of you who cannot afford that time, then we need to understand one thing, that our brain functions in a way where, let's say, we have been using it in a particular kind of way for the last few hours. If you stop doing that activity and actually shift focus of the brain, shift to another kind of activity, that itself relaxes the brain. So let's say if I had been on my table for hours and hours, this 5-minute, 10-minute walk and chat, out, breathing, withdrawing myself from that situation, which today for some reason was full of problems, has just already given my brain a break. So all I did was shifted the activity. Let's say your situation is reverse, where you're standing long hours, working a lot in the kitchen, squeezing in a cup of tea and 20 minutes of reading. will give your brain a break. So it doesn't mean that we bring everything to a standstill. We need to fall off to sleep for hours, or we need to do absolutely nothing for many hours. That is not necessarily the definition of a break. For your brain, all you need to do is shift the kind of activity that you've been doing for a long period of time, so that area that has been firing for such a long time, which is genuinely exhausted, gets one sec, my hand is tired. So that area, just like the hand muscle, now this hand is tired and I needed to shift to the other one, so that area gets rest, and you fire neurons of another area, and not only will that give you a break, it will give you a very refreshing feeling, when you utilize your brain in a different way, the most composed way possible. Shared with you what the first half of my day has been like. I still have a few more patients to go. I still have a few more large files to send and receive, and those issues are ongoing. And the key is that we give ourselves time to adjust and adapt to this new. I don't want to call it normal yet, because we don't know if this is going to change again, but definitely it's new, and anything new takes time. Go back to the time when you started walking. We fell a couple of times when we started cycling or swimming. Heaven's sake, I had like so much water in my lungs before I managed to do one lap. So it takes time to adjust, to learn, and if we keep at it, we will figure better ways of doing things. I guess my break time is over. I need to get back to work. Thanks for hearing me out today. I mean, this was really me venting and you listening, but I hope this was valuable. Thanks for being there. Bye-bye.